Yep. Good evening, everyone. So yesterday we discussed about how to create a React application. We learned how to use React in existing application. So we discussed using React in existing existing application. So this is version up to, so that is the version up to 18. Up to 18 version, how to create a React application, how to use React in existing application with CDN I showed you. Because as I already told you, the latest version is 18 plus, but you have to work with both versions, 18 as well as old versions, then you should know both techniques. So to create a React application, there are so many other techniques. Currently, we are not learning how to build a React application. We are learning how to use React in existing web application. And for that, I showed some CDN links. You have to download, you have to copy the CDN links and use. Yesterday, we created a project. I showed you the complete environment setup. I hope you people tried. So you have to install what? Node.js. You have to install the editor VS Code, and you need to create a web application. And the basic environment for web application, I showed you how we can manage. So I will show the second technique. Yesterday, we created this. So we created one project. Let's open that. Open folder. Our project is web application. It's an ordinary web application. This is an ordinary web application. In this web application, we added the folders. One is public, another SRC, another is package JSON. How to generate package JSON and what it contains, already you saw that. We created 2 pages in this project, home and index. Both are not using React. React is working in only home. So index is just an ordinary HTML page. And in home, we are using React. But to use React in this page, we are using the CDN links. These are the CDN links. By using these CDN links, we can use React. CDN links are nothing but directly from the server, they are coming. So yesterday I showed you this complete process. We are going to run. And React is not in this page. So it is in home page. There we are displaying a message, welcome to React. For that, we used a small technique. By using React DOM.render, we are displaying a message in which element div. This process I completely explained. I hope you tried. You tried that, right? So if there are any issues at the end of the session, I will check. So if any problems are there, we will check at the end of the session if there are any issues. So now I will show you another concept without using CDN link. So using React in existing application by downloading all libraries. By downloading all libraries. Using React, in existing application by downloading all the libraries. That means what is the problem with CDN link is every time in order to run your application, you need to connect to internet. Offline, you cannot work because the library is coming from their servers. So we need offline library. We can download an offline library. We can use it. How? I will show you. This is also up to which version? Version up to 18. How to use React without these CDN links? Suppose you see now, I am removing these three libraries. What are the libraries we are using? One is React and React DOM. Another one, Babel. These three libraries I am removing. I am deleting those three libraries. They are coming from another server, right? I am removing those libraries. Then obviously this code will fail. It will not work. That means it is not going to display welcome to React. So it is not going to work. Then how? So for that, what you have to do, very simple. In this first step, you have to install the following libraries. In your project. You have to install the following libraries in your project. Using any package manager you can do. Using package manager, we have a package manager called NPM. NPM is the package manager that comes with Node. So how do we install? Simple. NPM install. First you need to install React. After that you have to install React DOM. And you need another one, npm install Babel/standalone. These are the three libraries you have to install. Yesterday, what we done? Instead of downloading these libraries, we are using CDN. CDN means you are accessing from their server. So every time you need to connect with the internet and use that page because library comes from their server. Now we are downloading the libraries and we can use these libraries. And you know that when you install the libraries, all library files are copied into which folder? You know, in every web application, when you install libraries, they are copied into a folder called node modules. You know it, right? Node modules. Node modules, a folder is created and all the library files will be copied into that folder. So wherever you are working with an web application and in that application, if there are libraries, library related, all files are kept in a folder called node modules. So it will create this folder and will copy all the libraries into them. So let's see now what we are doing here. So we are going to add here. We are going to install, open the terminal. This is the project terminal. In the terminal, we have to run the commands. Actually, in our project, already we have folders. What are the folders we are having? Public and SRC. We need to install three libraries. What is it? npm install. We need to install React. And I will use a save flag so that the library is saved permanently. That's an optional one, but developers have a habit of doing that. Then this is the library we are installing React. Okay, you can see a folder is created, node modules. We need to install another library, npm install React DOM and save. That is the React DOM library. you need one more library. What is it? npm install @babel / standalone. So these three libraries we need to install. So we are downloading and installing all these three libraries. So we have React, React DOM, and Babel standalone. All the library files are kept in node modules. You can see in node modules, you have Babel, we have React, and we have React DOM. Now what you need to do is, you have to link those libraries to your home page. You need to link the library from in the home page. Yesterday we were accessing their CDN links. Now we have to link to the home page from your local location. What is our local location? Currently our page is present in public folder. We have to come out of this public folder. So we need to come out of this public folder and access this node modules. But observe carefully, when I go to node modules, you have a React, there is a React, and go to React. In the React, there are two options here, CJS and UMD. I hope you learned in JavaScript. JavaScript uses module systems, CommonJS, UMD, AMD, ES module systems. To work with modules and classes in JavaScript, you need a module system. You learned JavaScript, obviously you should know CJS, UMD, these are all module systems. JavaScript uses different module systems, especially when you learn JavaScript OOPS, you will know that. Because in JavaScript, modules, classes, properties, methods, class related, all manipulations done by using this module system. Actually, two module systems are there. One is CJS, another one UMD. Generally, a separate library for CJS, a separate library for UMD, like that. Currently, we are using Node.js, NPM package manager. So React related library is present. For Node.js, it will come from UMD system. Node.js uses an UMD system. It will come from that UMD system. So you see in UMD, there is a file react development.js. In CJS also you will have. In CJS also you will have react development.js. Here also you have same file. Here also you have same file. Both are same files, but the difference is, if your JavaScript project is using UMD module system, then you have to link UMD file. If your JavaScript project is using AMD system, you have to use AMD. If it is using CommonJS, you have to use CJS. Currently, our general web applications always use which module system? They use UMD. You can change module systems. We can configure module systems, we can change. If you are not aware of what are modules and all, later, once we start working on React, there I will explain that concept. But usually in JavaScript, everybody knows about modules and classes, right? If you are not aware, then later you will learn about that when we start using in our React application. So which library you have to link? There are two options. You can use CommonJS and you can use UMD. So currently, as I told you, we have to use the UMD system. So here you need to write a script. How to link a JavaScript file? You know, script source. What is the script source? It is coming from .. node modules. In that first one, React. In React, not CJS, you have to import UMD. From UMD, React development.js. Okay, what is the next one? Another script. This script is using SRC, coming from node modules. React DOM. In React DOM also CJS UMD2 are present. UMD and which one? React DOM development.js. Yesterday, these two files we got from their website, but now we installed and we are directly using them. Now we need another file. What is it? Babel. So script source is equal to node modules, Babel standalone, babel.js. Once you link all these three basic libraries for React, and automatically the React is working here. It says welcome to React. This time we are not using CDN. We are downloading the libraries and using them. Now, every time you don't need an internet connection to access your React page because it is offline now. You can directly use it. Yesterday, you need an internet connection every time to run that because they are all coming from across other servers, CDN. So here, welcome to React.js, something like this. You see the modification will be updated. So what is difference between yesterday's and today's example? Everything same. Only the point is, instead of using CDN, we downloaded the library and using. See what happens if you use any wrong library, like I am not accessing from UMD system. I am accessing from CJS. That means I am accessing from React CJS. In CJS also React development.js is there. And here also same. React DOM instead of UMD CJS, React.development.js. I am using another module system. It's not working. Why it is not working? Files are same, but module system is different. Generally, JavaScript have a lot of module systems. Different module systems are present. Especially when you are designing modules and using them, you need a module system. There are so many module systems like JavaScript module systems. Module systems are like module systems like we have CJS, CommonJS, UMD, Universal Module Distribution, AMD, Asynchronous Module Distribution, ES module. These are all different types of module systems. So depending on the technology, means if you are using Java, .NET, PHP, Python, or different technologies, generally in your project, you install separate module systems and you enable those module systems and use them. This is a general concept for everybody who knows JavaScript, right? So if you haven't learned such JavaScript, you have to learn, because React will not teach you all JavaScript. That's already I told you as a warning in the beginning itself, right? You should have good knowledge of your JavaScript. Having knowledge of JavaScript means OOP concepts, functions, you must be very perfect. In OOP concepts only this comes, like modules, classes, how to import, how to export, how to handle them. So if you are not aware, I will take one session on module system. Then we will go into the working with modules in React. Then it will help you if you are not aware. But you should learn them perfectly in your JavaScript. So here, which module system by default is enabled for our project? It is not CJS. You have to use what? UMD. You have to use UMD React Development. Another one is UMD React DOM development.js. Now it is working fine. It works fine. That is the basic thing of how we can use modules. So what you need to do, all library files are copied into this. So link the following files into page. So link the following files into page. What are the files you need? One is in node modules. Node modules, you need a file React. In that UMD, in that React.development react.js, react.development.js. Another file you need in node modules, you have React DOM, their UMD, and React DOM.development.js. And one more file, node modules, React. This is React. Yeah. You have @Babel and / standalone in standalone babel.js. These are the files you have to link. And you know that script files are linked by using script element, right? You have to just use the script. So you need to install and you need to configure this. So how to use a React environment in existing web application is this. So I created one page. I will give this example and I will share in classroom. So the page is home.html. In home.html, let me copy this. This is the code. That's how we need to configure. This is the code. So this is a simple example of how generally a React application is configured. Remember, you are not developing a React application. You are using React in an existing web application. This you don't need to do regularly. This you have to do in various projects based on requirement, because sometimes your project is an existing web application. In few modules you want to implement and use React, you can try this. You can use this. Now, here, while working with React, this is up to which version is 18. From 18 onwards, 18 and higher onwards, they changed this completely. Now there are no more CDN links. They are not providing any CDN links, and no more offline downloading library and using it directly. You have to set up a complete backend system to develop a React application. From 18 onwards, they changed complete environment. Up to 18, you can use React like this. That means you can download the library, you can use the CDNs and all. So now what they have done is, so we will see the latest React. This is what you need to be perfect in practicing and working with. So React 18 plus version. So how we can build an application, how we can work with this version, we will see that. Actually, React 18 plus version, so it removed all CDN links for using React in an existing application. It removed all CDN links for using React in existing application. Another point is, so it provides, it recommends to use any bundling tool for creating a complete environment for React. It recommends to use any bundling tool for creating complete environment for React. So like previous, now the future React will not be there. So they removed the CDN links officially. Yesterday I showed you, they officially given a statement that we don't update these links anymore. These are outdated. And they recommend to use bundling tools. Actually, there are various bundling tools. there are various bundling tools. You can use White as bundling tool. You can use Webpack as bundling tool. You can use Parcel as bundling tool. These are bundling tools. By using these bundling tools, you can create a perfect environment for React. But this you cannot learn now, because this is for the people who already know everything in React. Because people who know already everything in React, they know how to configure, what to configure, where to configure the settings. Without knowing React, what React settings will you give? Right? That means all the settings need to be defined. I will tell you what is the purpose of these tools, how they set up the environment. A idea I will give to you. See, actually, suppose I'm just showing you the process. Actually, what happens is, I will show you the general process, how an application looks like, how an application works without bundling tool. So without bundling tool, generally how project works. Without bundling tool, usually how the project works is, first thing you have seen already, what we do is we add folders. What are the folders we added? Public folder, another folder is SRC folder we are adding. After that, what we do is, in public folder, we have a file index.html. In SRC folder, usually we keep some index.js. In that folder, we will put some index.css, CSS files, JavaScript files. Even we will keep like index.test.js. These are actually testing files. You have ordinary files, CSS files, testing files, everything will be there. After that, what happens is, now how these files are used in, index page. To use those files in index page, usually what we do, we link them, right? We link them. That means what we actually do is, we link these tools. These files are linked to that page. After that, how you will start the project? That means you created these folders. Okay, next step, what we do? Next step is link. You have to link all files to which page? You have to link all files to index.html page. How to start the project? So what you have to do, you have to install live server. After installing live server, we have to open index.html in a live server. This is what we done just now. Our previous example was this. But what is the advantage of bundling tool is, if you use a bundling tool, your environment will have same. You have public folder, you have SRC folder. In public, you have index.html. In SRC, you will have index.js. In index.css, you will have index.some.test.js like this. But one interesting point here is, so you will not link. So you will not link dynamic files. So files, you will not link files to index.html. You will not link them to index.html. So without linking, how it can use these files? This is what we create in a configuration file. We create one configuration file. In this configuration file, we write all the settings. We will write all the settings in such a way that these files are taken and they are given to this index page. That means your index page doesn't contain link to any file, but all files will be working there. That means you will not link any JS file, but that JavaScript is working on that page. You will not link any CSS file, but that CSS is working. For example, if anybody asked you, like, I am designing a website, in that website, 10 pages need Bootstrap, then do I need to link Bootstrap in all 10 pages? Of course, you have to link, but without linking Bootstrap to all 10 pages, you can make it work for all 10 pages. That is possible by using a tool called bundling. Bundling tools advantage is you can keep all your images also at one place, images, documents at one place, and you can easily access them and use them. Not only that, now another point here is you can simply start your project by using commands. That means you run npm start, your project will run. You run npm as test, your project will run the testing. That means just by using a command npm start, it will start one server, it will load your index page in that server, and it will run that index page. This is how the applications are designed in real time. Generally, what we done, we created everything without a bundling tool. What a bundling tool can do, it can set all the configurations. It's a very popular interview question actually. For React people, they ask this question in interviews very regularly. They will ask that how in React, without linking any file in index page, those all files are working. That is a basic question asked for freshers in the beginning level. That means they will show you React project. In that React project, they will show you a HTML page will be there by name index. And they will show you that in that index page, lot of CSS working. They will show you that in that index page, lot of scripts working. But they will show you that index page head section is empty. Body section is empty. There is no signs of any CSS links. There is no signs of any JS links, but they are working. How they are working? That is possible by using a tool called bundling. There are so many bundling tools. Actually, the popular bundling tools we have, like one is Webpack. This is a bundling tool. You see, this is Webpack. Webpack is a bundling tool. So webpackjs.org, right? Let's open this. This is bundling tool. It's a very popular bundling tool. It says that bundle your assets, bundle your scripts, styles, images, everything. Actually, bundling is a mechanism of reducing the number of requests for a page also. Suppose you are having 10 CSS files. All 10 CSS files are required for your page. That's what I said. Without linking those files, you can make them work. Without linking the files, you can make those files work for your page. That's what actually bundling can do. This is one, Webpack is one bundling tool. White is one bundling tool. This is White. This is also a bundling tool. Remember, these tools not only for React, even people who are building applications backend also they use. You know, see this React, this is White tool. It is used in all these technologies. JavaScript, TypeScript based technologies, it is used everywhere. It is used in even Python or Java and other applications also. It can configure environment for them. That means technically it is used in both front end as well as backend applications also. So this is one tool actually. This is one tool. There is another one like Parcel is there. Parcel bundler, Parcel. Yeah, this is the parcel bundler, parceljs.org. Yeah, this is parcel. So it is a tool used for bundling your application. Officially, React people recommend this. React says that from 18 onwards, especially, they say that we have removed all the previous approach. No more CDNs you can use. No more downloading and using the offline library. We are supporting it. We are supporting a perfect backend environment to set for React project, which you can do by using Vite or by using Parcel or by using Webpack. And to use them, you cannot use them now. You have to learn them at the end of React. That means at the end of React, you are going to learn how to use these tools and build a complete React application end to end. Why you cannot learn now? Because it requires complete knowledge on React. That means what React contains, what files it have, which file where we have to keep, everything you have to first learn. Then you can configure. You cannot configure a technology without learning technology, right? That means this is configuration of React project, which you can do after learning everything on React. So we will come back to this point at the end. Then currently, how to create a React application? To create a React application, they provided ready-made commands. By using those commands, you can create a React application. What it will do, it will set up every environment for you. It will create a complete environment for you so that you can start practicing React. Directly, a complete React application is designed for you so that you can start working with React. We will practice React on that environment. After learning perfectly React there, then we will go into the concept of creating everything from scratch by ourselves. For that, we will use different bundling tools and we can configure them. So from React 18 onwards, the purpose, the way of creating a React application has been changed. They changed that process. And you see, we can use any of these bundling tools. Now, what we will do is we will learn how to create a React 18 application. Create a React 18 application. So with predefined environment. How to create environment? How to create a React 18 application with predefined environment? How to create your own environment, that you will see last. So you are going to learn how to create a React application with predefined environment. Predefined environment means it will give a complete React application for you. You can start working with it. You can start understanding and working with it. Once you perfectly learn all React here, then you can design your own React application from scratch, adding everything by yourself, right? What is problem in this predefined environment? They will give a lot of things which are not necessary for you. That means several options are added for you, which may not necessary for you. But how to use, I will show you. We will learn about that. What we need, how to work with that, we will see. So how to create a React application with predefined environment is nothing but first step. So open any drive location. Open any drive location on your PC. On your PC in command prompt. In command prompt, you have to open any drive location on your PC. Remember, for this, first Node.js must be installed. Yesterday already I told you. Node.js, Visual Studio Code, all these are mandatory. That already we done. So every day I don't need to tell that. Already Node.js is installed in your computer and you have an editor called Visual Studio Code. Now open any drive location on your PC in command prompt. So let's open the command prompt. This is my Windows command prompt. I will go to some location E drive. D drive, some location. Already I have so many projects here. Already I am having so many projects. Now I want to create a React application. I want to create a complete React application with new features. That means React 18 and new features. Then you have to run a command like this. So after open that command prompt, so run the following command. What is the command you have to run? Suppose I opened my D drive. Here you have to run the command npx create React app. Npx create React app, and you can define app name, by which name you want app. Suppose I am giving the app name as React Shopping. Some React Shopping app we are creating. Just I will give a React Shopping app. Okay, that's it. This is going to create a complete React project for you. Everything it will design. Whatever files are required, whatever folders are required, whatever configuration is required, everything it will create for you. At the end of React, we will learn how to create everything by ourselves manually. But this is simple and enough for practicing React. First, you can create a React application by using this. Remember, this npx will not work if Node.js is not installed. Make sure that you installed Node.js. Yesterday I already showed you Node.js. So let's open the command prompt and run here npx create React app, and the app name I given as React Shopping. That is the app name. And let's hit enter. And it will take some time to create a complete React application for you, because it is going to create complete environment. It is going to download all the libraries for you. All the libraries means React library, React DOM library, Babel library, everything is added for you. And it will create a file system also for you. That means you will have public folder, you will have src folder, you will have package JSON, everything is readily created. Yesterday we manually created them, but now a complete environment is created for you. You can see it is creating a React app. You see installing React, React DOM, and some other scripts which are required for it. It will take some time because it's a very huge environment. It has to set up everything. That is the reason at the end of React, you will learn that instead of creating a React application with such heavy environment, you can create a React application with only what environment you need, right? That you will do by using Webpack and other options. It will take some time in creating the complete application. It is going to create a project for you, and it is going to set up all the environment for you. We will see how the React application looks like once it is done. So this is the simple command you have to run, right? This is the simple command you have to run. And once you execute this, what will happen? Actually, what is this React Shopping? React Shopping is your app name. Whatever the app name you want to give, you can define that app name. And once it is created, now what environment it contains, how it works, I will show you. We will see that. Actually, NPX is creating a React application using Webpack for white command will be different. For parcel, command will be different. NPX is creating a React application using Webpack. I told you different bundlers, different options will be there. For white, we have to write a different command. For a parcel, we have to write a different command. Okay, almost it is done. Now it is adding the final repository. It is created. Now the application is successfully created. Now your project is ready. Your React application is ready. Let's see how it looks like. So I will close the command prompt. Now, once you created, now open your project folder in VS Code, Visual Studio Code. You can open the project folder in VS Code and you can see. And I will show you here. This is Visual Studio Code. Let's open the project folder here. That means we are opening the project folder. Go to File menu and open folder. I created this project in my D drive. In D drive, I selected React Shopping as the name. React Shopping is the name, and open that folder, select that folder. And this is your project environment. And you can see that already a file system is ready for you. A ready-made file system is there for you. And this is what you are having yesterday's example. And just now I showed you also previous. Yesterday, what we done, we created public folder manually, SRC folder manually. Just now you installed node modules also came, and package.json is there. This is the ready-made environment which already we created yesterday. But this is generated for us. This is a professional React 18 application. And what is the purpose of these files? That means when a project is created, open the project folder. You will find some important things here. What are the options here? So this is file or folder and description. So what are the files and folders you can see in your project when you open the project? First, you will see node modules folder. I hope you can tell what is its purpose. Can you tell what it is? What it is? Node modules, what it is? It comprises of all library files. Whatever libraries you install for your project, all the library files are present here, node modules. So it comprises of all library files. It contains all the library files installed using npm. Using npm, whatever you install, they will present here. So this is the first folder you can see in the project. There is a node modules. Another one, public. Yesterday already I explained what it contains. It comprises of all what type of resources? Static resources. Static resources like what? Static resources means it will be like HTML, like images, like documents. So like multimedia files, all these comes under static resources. Your HTML files, your images, your different types of documents like Word document, PDF document, text documents, or multimedia files like audio files, video files, everything are kept in which location? Public, right? Another SRC. What SRC contains? So it comprises of all dynamic resources. Dynamic resources. So you have node modules, you have public, and you have SRC. Dynamic resources means CSS files, SCSS files, SCSS related to SAS. Many projects use SCSS instead of using directly CSS. You have like .js files, .jsx files, .ts files, .tsx files, .test.js files, .spec.js files. Like that, so many files will be there. These are all dynamic resources. So project related, all dynamic resources are kept here. They are kept in SRC folder. Next, you can see these are very basic in every web application actually. Next, you can see there is a git ignore. There is a git ignore. If you have worked with a versioning tool like GitHub and all, actually git ignore is nothing but it configures the files which should be ignored when your project is collaborated with Git. That means when you are pushing your project to GitHub, you have a GitHub. In GitHub, we can collaborate the project team members and versioning, everything we can manage. If your project is connected to GitHub and you want to build an application in a team-based environment and versioning, then what are the files to ignore while pushing this to GitHub? Those are mentioned in this location. That means actually it configures the files to ignore. It configures the files to ignore while pushing. So while pushing the project onto Git. When you are pushing, mostly what files are ignored are node modules are ignored. While pushing onto Git, we ignore these node modules folder. That is not required currently for you. That is required if you are connecting your project on Git. If you are developing live, then that is required. As of now, that is not required. So when you are collaborating with cloud-like techniques, you can understand. Another option, we have package.json. I hope you know this. Package.json, it comprises of project metadata. It comprises of project metadata. There is another file, package.lock.json. It comprises of library metadata. Library metadata means what dependencies are installed, which version dependency installed, that information is present in package.json. Every detailed information about dependency is present in package.lock.json. That means, for example, we installed React library. That information is present in package.json. You can see, you go to package.json, it says that in your project, you are using React 18.2 and React DOM 18.2. Now, as a developer, if you want to know more about this library, that means what are its issues, what are its developer related concerns, then you can go into package.lock.json. In package.lock.json, it will give a detailed information about every package. What issues are there related to that package? You can visit their official site and you can get it from there. That means it is metadata related to every package. Every package related metadata is present here, so that it will clearly explain the developer which version he is using, what platform he need, are there any issues to understand about this, any limitations are there. Everything you can get from this package.json. Actually, this is package.lock.json. What packages are there? List will be here. Detail about every package will be in which location? Package.lock.json. Right? That is another important file. Okay. One more is README file. README.md. Actually, README is nothing but it is a help document. Help document for developers. That means generally for developers, we create a help document. We will tell them what is the project, how to run this project, how to test the project. In this project, where we kept these resources, how this project starts, all such documentation you can keep in this README. So this is developers read file. That means help document. You can go to this README, readme.md. You can see this readme.md. This is a help document. It is a help document, how to start and what are the scripts available, how to run your project, in which server it will be running, what is the path, IP address or port number it will be using. All such information it will display here. This is a help document which you can customize. You can add according to your changes, whatever you are doing in the project, so that other developers can easily understand what this project is going on, what is going on in this project. That is a simple help document. So this is your project environment. We haven't created anything here. We just executed one command and it is going to do all this. Now just run this and see. Just run this project and see how it looks like. You see now, after you know this file system, sample, just open terminal. Open terminal. You know how to open terminal. Terminal is that command prompt, right? So in the terminal, you will find your project is what? React shopping is your project. Just you have to run a command npm start. You have to run the command npm start. So what it will do is it starts your project on a local server, and its address will be http://localhost:3000 port number, that is default. How to change these port numbers, how to configure all these by ourselves, we will learn at the end. I told you, when you are creating your own app manually, then you can decide what should be the port number. You can decide which live server it should use. All you can configure, right? As of now, it is everything inbuilt. Everything is configured for you. You have to just use it. Every React developer, you have to learn in this environment only. After learning in this environment, at the end, he will learn how to create his own environment. Because you are not ready to create your own environment without knowing the environment. First, you should know the environment, then you can create your own environment. So every React developer have to learn his complete React in this environment only. What I just showed you now, right? So let's run this and see. Open the terminal. This is the terminal. This is the terminal. Here you have to run the command. What is it? npm start. You need to just run the command npm start, and I hit enter. It is going to start. The command npm start is going to run. It is going to start your project. That means our React application is already having an environment setup. Everything is environment setup. And you will see that automatically it launches browser, and you can see this is the IP address it is using. This is the local host it is using and running on 3000 port number. And you will see when you run this project, this is the first screen. That is the React screen. This is your project home screen. Now the doubt is how this is coming, from where this is coming. That means how your project is working. It's architecture you have to know. That means now how to customize this. I don't want this. I want my own screen. I created a project called React Shopping. I want a shopping home screen here. Then how you will change this? How you have to modify this? How this is coming at all? What is the architecture behind this? That means When I just run npm start, how it is delivering this screen to me, from where actually this screen is coming, what it is built with, how it is designed. Those all basic things you should know now. That means your React application is ready. Once the React application is ready, now you need to start. How do we work with this, right? So how do we start? We have to run the command. What is that? npm start. If automatically browser is not launching, you don't need to worry. If browser is not launching, you can request. So you can request from browser manually in two ways. Actually, we use HTTP 127.0.0.1.3000. That is the default IP address of every computer you will have. In every computer, same will be there. Or you can use simply the word HTTP localhost and port number 3000. Like this, you can configure. If browser is not opening, because sometimes because of your issues of browser you are having in your computer, so or accidentally your browser has closed, then you don't need to worry. If browser is closed, then you can launch again like this. What is it? You can just use http://127.0.0.1.0.1:3000. That is the port number you have to define. And once you hit this, automatically your React application will come. Or you can simply use the word, what is the word? http://localhost, and it is 3000 port number. That is what your React application is. And remember, this will happen until you stop the application. Until you stop the application. Currently, application is running in the background. Until you stop, it will be working. How do we stop the application? You see, here it is still running. It is compiled successfully. See, Webpack compiled successfully. I told you NPX is using what? Webpack. It is using Webpack and it is configuring everything. And important is currently it is working here. It is going to work here. If you stop this, how do we stop this? I hope you people know this. If anybody asks, because at very extreme experience level, if anybody asks like, what is npm start and why you use npm start to start a project. What is this npm start? Why you use npm start to start a project? This is a very technical question at very experienced level. That means even for a 8-10 years experienced person, I can ask this question. Many people don't have answer for this. That means he says that I have 10 years experience in development. Then I will ask him, okay, tell me what is this npm start is, what this is, and why you use npm start to start a project. Any idea? Anybody can tell this? Actually, it is nothing but, so you can ask like this, npm install, you are installing some React. How it is installing? How this command is installing React? What is the architecture behind this? What is happening here? How a simple command will install everything? What this npm install React, or what is this npm start is? What do you say? Any technical answer you can give me? No. Online people. Technically, this is nothing but, generally we say it is a batch operation. It is a batch operation, and or we call it as a batch job. It is a batch job. In computer programming, some of people have given an answer because, so if you have learned these JavaScript very well, function recursions and all, you might have learned batch operations. Usually that is a batch operation. Batch operation is nothing but a sequence of operations are stored under one name. And when you run that name, all those operations are performed one after another. So every command that you run through npm is a batch operation. That means in that they mention first step, connect to server. Second step, download files. Third step, add a folder called node modules. Fourth step, copy all the files into node modules. They write all those commands collectively and keep under one name. So you don't need to do all those commands manually. You just run one command, it will run. That means you know generally, suppose I'm using some E drive. See, here I am creating one copy con some job, suppose my work dot bat. It is a batch job. I have date, I have time, I have dir, w and close. Every day when I open my PC, I need to do these three things. I want to check the date, I want to check the time, I want to see the files list. Now what I have done, I kept all these under one name. And what is that name? My work. And see what happens when I run my work directly. Just type my work. It is going to run all those commands, date, time, dir in a sequential order. This is called batch operation. We call these as batch commands. A developer needs a sequence of operations regularly, so he will not write them manually. He will just put them in one batch operation. That is what he will use regularly in installing any library, updating any library and all. And see, I run this my work and enter. It started my batch job. If I want to stop this job in between, then Control C, it will terminate the batch job. It is asking, are you sure you want to terminate the batch job? Yes, then it will stop. The same thing you will find in this project. It is compiled successfully, it is running. Now you press Control C, it asks terminate batch job. So npm install, npm run is a batch operation. It is a batch job. And you want to stop? Yes. That means now server stopped, your project stopped. Now after server stopped, you go here and refresh, then you cannot run this because your server stopped. Once server stopped, it cannot work. Again, if you want to start, then again you have to use what? npm start. Again, it will start your server. Once it starts the server, it compiles everything successfully. Then what you have to do? Once it is compiled successfully, you can refresh here. You can see it is ready now. And if you want to stop the compiling, then you just use Control C and terminate. So this is the basic process of how to create a React application and how to start the React application. Now, how this application is working, what are the resources it is having, how that screen is coming to us, how to modify that screen, how to put our own screen there. This is the process you need to learn. That means you need to understand the concept of React application architecture. You have to learn React application architecture that we will see in tomorrow's session, right? So I hope you are clear up to this, because in the initial days, these are enough. If you don't practice what we discussed in class and I move forward, then you can't catch me. That means you can't catch the speed, you cannot catch the concepts if you don't practice up to date, right? That's the reason in the initial days, this is enough. What we discussed, you need to practice. Next, then tomorrow, we are going to learn about how the React application works. What is the architecture behind this? And how do we create our own screens? How we display our own screens? So that is the basic thing you are going to learn that we will see in tomorrow's session. Hope everything is clear. You need to try this, right? And the classroom related notes, I hope everybody have now. This is, I will just keep here. If any new people are there, they are not having, and this is our classroom related QR code. You can scan this QR code. You can scan that QR code, and here all the classroom related notes will be there. All the classroom related notes we will upload here. You can scan that QR code. Classroom related, all the notes will be uploaded here. Already previous uploaded up to yesterday. I will upload the free some demo videos are there. If you missed those video links, I will upload there. You can go through that. Okay. And here you will find the classroom notes. Is it working now? Scanning. Offline people, you can have that QR code in the notice board. At the bottom notice board, you have it. Not there? Remote. Okay, then you can scan from here. I will keep it that QR code available tomorrow in notice board. You can scan it. Okay. Anyhow, you can scan this, you will get. Right. And tomorrow we will continue then. And for tomorrow, you practice up to this. Create a React application and just see how it looks like. Then tomorrow we are going to start designing. Means we will understand the architecture and we will start designing this application, right? Tomorrow will continue. So this is the direct link also. If the QR code is not there, this is the link. Yeah. Anyone have doubt? Online people can unmute yourself and you can ask.
Hello, good evening, Sudhakar. I have a question. I am Janardhan here. Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. You
Yeah.
are audible, sir.
So I'm trying to create using NPX, create React app. It is from the last 4 or 5 minutes, it is the same state. What could be the reason? The environment is Linux environment.
It may be delay in your OS. You may have issues in your OS. It will take time. You keep a little bit more waiting. If there is any issue, then let me know. Tomorrow I will give our hardware people details. You can share your screen with them and they will take care if there are any issues. Huh?
Okay, thanks. I'll wait for it. Thanks.
Sure. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, good evening. Sir, we have just done UI full stack web development course recently.
Ah,
Sir, then I have a query to how we will apply in company, where to join internship. Sir, please guide us now.
that we will see in another session anywhere, right? So if
Okay.
any time permits in a free session, we will see that.
Sir, please tell us now. We have lots of a query about that.
Sure, sure. I will let you know whenever time is feasible for that. So
Sure.
first we will take doubts on React here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
Good evening.
Dinesh, anyone?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Sir, daily I'll attend for online class, sir, but any lab practice there?
Lab practice will be there if you are attending offline. So
Okay.
you immediately after the class or while the class is going on, you can simultaneously practice and you can get back to me here itself. I can check your issues, anything are there. That will be better if you are available offline.
Okay, sir. But institute is far from my house, sir. That's why I can't come
Then
here.
no problem. You can practice there. And if there are any issues, let me know at the end of the session. I will get back to you. I can check your screen and issues. You can share your screen. I can check the issues. It will be resolved. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, will you teach that how to connect with database and all? Will you cover all that
Yeah.
also, sir?
I will show, but you should have prior knowledge of any database, server-side technologies. Otherwise, I will give an overview of MERN stack. Through that MERN stack, we will learn how to create end-to-end application. Okay.
Like MongoDB, we have to learn or
Yeah.
SQL.
Yeah,
SQL,
usually see, if I have to show you any database, you should know database now. Right?
Sir, should I join the class of SQL
See,
also?
here I will show you a overview of how to create database, how to write server-side logic, and that is enough for practicing a project. If you want perfection on backend, then you have to learn them separately.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
Ah.
Do we have any MERN stack course in this?
Yeah, as of now, we are not having any MERN stack course here.
Sir, then how do we learn this?
You have to individually learn your UI technologies. After learning your front-end UI technologies, you learn any full stack web development. There you will learn backend also. And additionally React, that makes a perfect combination.
Means I have to learn React and
UI full stack.
UI full stack.
UI full stack, if you learn, you will have an awareness on backend, front end, everything.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am an online student, sir. If I have any queries or any doubts while building a project, our own project, can I meet you directly in person at the institute after class?
You can do that, but I need some free time to be with you, right? Because
Yes, sir.
I have continuous sessions. So during the weekends, we can make a plan of checking your issues and all. If you are having any personal project related issues.
Yes, sir. After 45 days, we complete all the concepts, no, sir.
We will finish.
You said we will build a project in our classrooms. So on those days, can I join offline classes?
You can attend, no problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right. Yes. 1 second, online people, I will get back to you. Yes, online people, any doubts are there more?
Yeah, hi sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm working currently Angular developer, but I try to learn backend technology also. Which
Ah.
technology is good? Sir, please guide me.
What front end you learned?
Angular.
You learned Angular.
Yeah, I'm working on the Angular last 7 to 6 months.
Ah.
But I learned backend technology also. But which technology?
If you are enough in the you are sound enough in the coding and all, you can choose any .NET or Java like backend.
Yeah, my project also backend technology using.
Then you can choose .NET as backend. That will be good. Right?
Hi sir, myself Rakesh.
Yes, Rakesh.
Yeah, I'm attending from USA actually. I recently came here in the March.
Okay.
I'm a .NET developer and I am along with the Angular. I worked on 1 year, and here I seen the lot of openings are with the React side. So that's why I joined this course. And one small request from you is like whenever you are covering the topics and all, can you please cover the interview point of view as well?
Of
so
course.
That will be great.
Of course, just now I given FAQ like concept, right? When I discuss the topic. For every concept, I will give you FAQs. That means what are questions asked in interviews related to that topic. So just now I run one command npm start, and I told you that in interviews how they ask question about it.
Correct.
Right? In the same way, for every concept, I will give you FAQs. Every concept, while learning that concept, in how many ways they can ask you a question on that, so that it is enough to handle a concept very in depth in interviews.
Yes. Okay.
Right? We will do that.
Yeah, sure.
That is how we follow also, right? Regularly. Huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I have a question. I'm PHP developer. So in this course, are we going to cover like middleware, like Redux, Thunk, and Saga, advanced concepts?
We will learn Redux, how to use. And Saga is additionally, you can manage once you know Redux, right? If you want, I can give an introduction on those other concepts.
And higher order components also we are going to cover.
Of course, see, in React, these are basic things, higher order components and others.
Routing, navbars,
these are all general concepts. I posted a content, you go through that. In that, all these topics are there. I shared a classroom link, right? So in that course, content is there. In that, all those internal topics are there.
Okay.
Once go through that, and if any additional thing you want, you let me know.
Yeah. Yes, sure. So if we have any doubt in means while doing the changes, so if we want to connect, then do we have any mail ID or any?
Sure, we will maintain a group. I will share a group with you. So with the Instagram and Telegram group, I will share where you people can join, and any doubts are there, issues are there, we can discuss that.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. That will be helpful. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is Lakshman.
Yes, Lakshman.
Sir, will you be teaching the basics like JavaScript, or you will be straight away saying the?
No, this is actually prerequisite is JavaScript. So you need to have basic JavaScript knowledge. I will help you in understanding advanced concepts in JavaScript while learning them if you are not aware. But basic JavaScript you should have to learn React.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Right? You must have basic knowledge of JavaScript to learn React. I will help you in understanding advanced. Right?
Basic means can you please let us know the basic?
Language basics like variables, data types, operators, statements, functions. Basics like classes, properties, methods, functions, right? All these.
Yes. Yeah.
And DOM manipulations, I hope you know, like events, event handlers, event listeners, right?
Okay, yeah, that I don't know.
All,
Okay, sir.
all these are the basic things of JavaScript actually.
Okay, okay. I'll upgrade myself, sir. Thanks.
Sure. Any advanced topics are there that I will discuss here and move forward. That's not a problem. But basics we cannot cover here. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Yes, anybody else have doubts? Okay, then I'm wrapping the session.
Yes, sir. One small doubt, Rakesh.
Yes,
Here.
yes.
So, like, we will continue with the same link for a few days, or you guys
Same
have
link,
created?
same link. Our admin will get in contact with you. He will send you an updated link. If you have finished the registration process, he will share a registered link with you. For a few days,
Yeah.
this demo link will continue. Right?
Okay. Okay.
Same link
Yeah.
will continue. Huh? Right.
Sure, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then I'm wrapping the session. We will continue tomorrow. Right. Thank you.